Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Star Wars Let's Play. We're going to go ahead and just dive straight in today. But my hope is that we can get some more components in the near future here, because that's really the main thing holding us back. I'd like to, again, transition our solar panels over to there so that we can clear out this entry area and start putting some defenses in here. Let's see, what else? I've queued up the smoothing of these floors as well as the construction of some lights down here, so we're going to start fleshing out our guest area. In the last episode, I believe we got this hydroponics room up and running, so this one's going to be dedicated strictly to cotton production, which is going to help us with cranking out those Imperial uniforms at a faster rate. We'll try to get people some hats too. I'm more worried about the actual uniforms, but I'd like them to have the officer hats like Chimera and Lynn do. Although I don't, again, we discussed this before, but I have no idea why their uniforms are a different color than, like, say, the ones Maris and Karan are wearing. You can see it best on these two, so Karan versus Marks. One of them is a lot lighter, and I don't know why. So I've been playing with that, trying to figure it out, but we haven't had the cloth to actually produce a few, so my hope is that once we do, we can make a little bit of each one. So there's the outer black and the outer dark, and we need to see which one is which. Because I'm pretty sure these are actually listed as the same thing. So this is Imperial Navy Uniform Outer Black, Imperial Navy Uniform Outer Black. But you can see even in the icons here, they look a little bit different. So I have no idea. Let's see, we're doing pretty well on survival meals. Not that those are ever really an issue for us, but it's good to have. It's good to have. Let's see. Oh good, one of the triple rocket launchers made it in here. What about the Doomsday rocket launcher? I thought I had Engels hauling that. Oh, I did. He's just still doing it. Okay. Fair enough. Also, we have been looking at genetics a little bit recently, and we want to start making some tissues. The ones I was most interested in are the Muffalo muscles and the wolf muscles, but there are some other things that might be nice. We obviously have a ton of Muffalo, so this is going to be a pretty good option for us. We just don't have the componentry right now to keep up with it. It's also a bit expensive plasteel wise, but we have a pretty good amount of plasteel at this point where I'm less concerned with that. So we'll see. Again, it all comes down to the components, which it looks like we're cranking them out consistently at least. I should be spending them over here though, so I'm going to unforbid a few of these. Whoops. So once those three get built, I'll disassemble maybe these two, and we'll just slowly try to build a row, tear down a row, build a row, tear down a row. Eventually I'd like to get this wall out of here too, and maybe even all of this. I'll probably leave the chunks there just because they actually serve to slow down the enemy pretty well. They either have to go around them or they have to go through them. If they go through them with the snow and the chunk, they're going to be moving incredibly slowly and giving us more time to fire, so that's pretty useful. Okay, where did the Doomsday launcher end up? Are you still carrying it? No, he definitely dropped it off. The question is where. I should have. Oh, it's down here. Okay, so we did get it. Perfect. And Jade stopped halfway through on that. Are we going to get another Stormtrooper armor going? We have two more queued up, and we should have the resources to produce it. It's. Oh no, we don't. Right. They're very component heavy. I forgot about that. I don't know why they would be component heavy, but you know. Far be it from me to question that. It's kind of weird because very few other clothing mods require components, and if you look at Stormtrooper armor, there's no real... It's not like it's got motorized joints, it's just a series of plates. But whatever. Whatever. I mean, maybe some components in the helmet, but we're not actually producing the helmets, we're producing the armor. Alright, so we have a trade ship coming by. This one looks to be a pleasure cruiser. I don't know what they'll have for us, but we're going to have Heth go talk to them. So he's going to have to wake up and run down here just to see what they've got. It's always worth checking, although we don't really have a whole lot to trade, at least in the trade area. So what did they have? They have Glitter World Medicine. The thing is, I would rather have silver right now. Yeah, and they're not willing to buy anything from me. So I could buy all this up, but it would cost me a lot of my money. And the reason I don't want to spend it is because we were trying to replace the floors in here with sterile silver tiles. But obviously, we need enough silver to do that. And right now we don't have it, and so me spending half of it isn't going to help that. I should probably start working more stuff down to this area. Actually, you guys can be forbidden too, now that you're down here. I'm not going to forbid the weapons because we may decide to use those. Let's see, we have a turret, but of course we couldn't actually put it down because we need the actual base, which again requires a ton of components. We also keep having hydroponics basins go down, which is going to cost us even more components. In fact, I'm going to have to forbid these now just to make sure that those get fixed. Who the hell is starving? I was going to say, there's meals everywhere. There's no reason not to be eating. I think she was having like a mental break or something. Okay, so Pathfinder's doing some work for us at least. That's nice of him. Let's see. So he's only at 70% difficulty to recruit, so we should see him join us pretty quickly. Liam's probably not going to do it, but whenever Heth decides to recruit him, we'll probably have a decent chance. Let's see. Did they both get repaired? It looks like they both did get repaired. So that's good. That leaves us with only a single component, though, and these are going to require 3, so yeah. That's not going to happen, at least not for a while. Actually, one thing we could do is let's reinstall this on the far side. I'll put it like there or something, and we'll get another one of these down. I'd actually maybe like to just get rid of this one, to be honest. I'll hold on to it because I might decide to have a separate surgery area strictly for prisoners. Okay, I need to pause these because we are, let's see, this is what I'm gonna have to do. Stockpile zone, like so. We'll say, first of all, I want it the lowest priority, and I only want meals allowed there. So when they drop stuff, it will count toward the numbers here, and we should see it counting pretty much as soon as I unpause. But the thing is, because it's such low priority, it will still get moved. It's just this way, when they're, you know, throwing stuff on the floor, they're not going to keep cooking until somebody decides to haul something. So yeah, we're up to 84, which should pause this. I mean, I think I suspended it, but oh, I suspended this one. Whoops. Yeah, we're well over. So that should help with that issue. Heth, I wish you would try to recruit Pathfinder. Have you leveled up recently, by the way? No. Zash, what about you? Still no, and Maris also no. Maris is really pulling away from Zash. It's kind of interesting. I think it's because, yeah, it's hard for her to level up because she's not growing or crafting. I don't know what she's doing right now. I should probably tell her to craft. It really doesn't matter what. It would make her level up faster. I just don't want her doing the components because that'll take forever. So for making components, I'm going to say, oh, I've already done it. 5 to 20. Perfect. Zash, let's look at your priorities. You're up here. I have you set to growing 2. I'm going to have you set to growing 1. We'll drop these slightly because there's other people doing that. And I'm going to put you at crafting, tailoring, and smithing 2. Probably just crafting and smithing. But I want you building stuff. Well, not in the construction way, but in the crafting way, because that will level up faster. Maris, I think, is passionate about crafting as well, yeah, and she's often doing that. So she's mining right now. That'll slow her down. Heth is mining, but Heth enjoys mining. Okay, how are our trees doing? They're growing a little bit over 100%. They're only about a tenth of the way fully grown. I mean, in reality, we could harvest them now for a little bit of wood. But I think we're better off just waiting. Oh, also, I completely forgot. We need to keep expanding this. So lay down those. Lay that in there as well. That's silver, so we probably shouldn't block it off. And yeah, we want to wall this off as well. Let's leave a bit of space right there. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, that's supposed to be a hallway. Okay. So we'll get that all filled in. There are going to be doors and maybe other hallways along this wall, but for now I'm just going to fill it in. We can always tear it down later. We have so many marble blocks, it's really not an issue if we're wasting a bit of them. For now, I just don't want ugly exposed walls. And also what I should do is, if we go to floors, I should start smoothing out some of these hallways. I'll just queue it up all the way to that. Actually, no, that's stupid of me. Don't even bother on this. And that one. Then let's see. I need to make sure that that still gets hauled. But on those spots, we should be doing concrete, which is actually faster. Obviously, it's not cheaper because it does require resources, but it's just steel. But anyway, I think I might need it there. I'm going to wait and let them smooth it and see, because it's hard to tell. It gets a little fuzzy. But I'll do that, and that should hide the granite underneath. Let's see. We'll get all that hauled up as well. And these, Yevra, if you don't mind moving. There we go. Okay, so they'll start filling this in. And hopefully this temperature starts to even out. It's connected to our main hallway now, so it is a big area to heat, but we do have a lot of heaters running in it. And as soon as I have a surplus of components, I will attempt to add some more. That is difficult, though, because we're making them very slowly. That's one thing I would be willing to throw some silver at right now, is a bunch more components, especially if they were giving us a fair price on it. I would just, you know, let them take all my money for some components. Let's start mining this out. We'll push it to about there. And then I had discussed previously about maybe putting a door here, a locked door, so that this hallway can be accessed by prisoners through this little spot. And then we'll make these hydroponics rooms accessible by prisoners. That way I can have prisoners who are decent growers working effectively and not have to worry about recruiting every person with a bit of farming skill just because I need them. So yeah, I think this will open up some new possibilities for us. Those should be getting hauled as well. I must have missed those. But hey, people are filling stuff in, so that's great. The pleasure cruiser has left comms range. Let's see, we're still at 2 components. Getting a little bit behind on our power generation. Looks like we are losing power. The batteries are slowly depleting. So that's something that we're going to want to fix. Obviously that requires components as well. Everything does, so that is a bit of an issue. Let's build a copy of you here since I have plenty of those resources. We'll make that a medical bed, but we'll put it off to the side so that hopefully nobody will bother with it. But, you know, a few extras never hurt, and then once we have all 8 spots filled in, then I'll just move this into either a bedroom, or we'll move it down to the visitors area, like maybe right here. In fact, we could probably just do that now. I don't think we're going to find ourselves in a situation where we're going to need that many medical beds. I could be wrong, but, you know, worst comes to worst, we just either build more beds, make some sleeping spots on the floor, we just convert a couple of, you know, regular beds into medical beds until things are dealt with. Another thing we should be doing is lighting this. So I'm going to go ahead and start laying down some lights. I like to do them like every 3rd slot. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And obviously that doesn't work everywhere because sometimes we got a bulk goods trader and I think they're actually visiting us. Yeah, they're actually here. We actually have traders present. That's kind of cool. Always Twi'lek. Twi'lekers the Brack. We don't ever run into like other human factions very often. Let's see, so there, and there. But yeah, obviously with the layout of some of these rooms, this doesn't always work. And it gets kind of funky sometimes, but I do my best to keep it consistent. But you guys may recall that I mentioned this before. One of the factors in the likelihood of infestations is the light level. So by keeping everything fairly well lit, we do decrease the chance of getting another one of those. And that's obviously a good thing. Let's see, I think I want that walled off. I want that to be its own enclosed room. And I think that was going to be our like bionics workshop, something like that. We'll see. And let's see down here. Heth, I would kind of... Actually, Corona, are you a decent trader? No, you're actually pretty awful. You're almost as bad as could be. Heth, I would like you to head them off and trade with them out here. That way they don't start messing with our base. And hopefully you can meet them like well outside of it, and then we'll dismiss them as soon as we're done. I don't see us really trading much here. Wow. Okay, so we got more traders coming in here. These guys are pirates, but they look like rebels. Like rebels with leather jackets. What's that about? Oh, they're just trooper jackets, but they're kind of like shiny looking. Okay. Well, hopefully they're not thinking about causing any trouble. I mean, obviously they're not hostile. But it's cool. We'll be able to trade with them, assuming they're interested in buying anything. But the advantage of them being here versus, you know, the trading through the comms consoles, that we can trade from any stockpile, not just the things within the orbital trade beacon, which right now is very limited, you know, only this stuff. Whereas with these guys, we'll be able to trade anything in here, anything in any stockpile. So yeah. Pathfinder, how are you doing? You're depressive. You're just not a happy person. He's also hungry. Yeah, I suppose he's not being fed very well, is he? Dead man's clothes, friend died. Well, your friends were kind of stupid. They blew each other up with a rocket launcher. I mean, we kind of had a hand in that, but still. I don't know how those got missed, but okay. Let's see. Oh, that's plasteel, not silver. Nice. I mean, both are good. I'll take either. Alright, so this is the first trader. They have components. 35. I'll take them all. I will take every last one. And then let's see. I'm willing to sell them any materials I have less than, say, like 50 of. So the Labrador fur, the Husky fur, more Labrador fur, Arctic fox skin. I actually have a good amount of Husky fur. I don't know that I need it for anything, though. I think I'll hang on to it. Yeah, let's hang on to that, because I actually have a pretty good amount of that. It's like 123 or something. This stuff can go. I don't remember why we have human leather, but okay. Polar bear skin, definitely keep that, because we have enough to craft a few things with it. What else? Smoke leaf joints, what do those sell for? 6 apiece. It's giving me a little over 4. Huh. I could just sell them a bunch of steel. No, I won't do that. I will sell them some of these clothes, though. I have no use for them. Even the hyperweave stuff, I think I'll just get rid of. Actually, should I keep that? Yeah, I'm going to keep that, because if I can turn that into the raw materials, I can craft some stuff with it. And I actually, in the, shoot, which mod, or which playthrough is it? I think it's the RimWorld War playthrough. We added a mending mod that lets you recycle stuff from the regular tailoring bench. So I need to remember to add that mod to this playthrough and remove the old lame repair mod that we have. I should probably deconstruct that bench first, or it might cause problems. But anyways, if we can, you know, boil that down to the raw hyperweave components, we can actually make some proper Sith robes, which will be very useful. Let's see, Synthread Jedi Garb. I'm just going to get rid of that. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of it. I'll keep the parka in case anybody's like freezing to death, but I don't think that'll be an issue. Huh. What else can I get rid of? I could sell them a bunch of rice. A bunch of insect meat too. How about 1,000 rice? Let's see, I may as well do this one because it looks like that'll set us closer to even. Yeah. I'll still have plenty, but that'll at least get us to break even, and that way we get our components without losing any silver, which is all I can really ask for. And I could sell them a bunch of insect meat too, but I think I'll hold on to it because we can make kibble out of that with the rice. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that'll work. Okay, pause. Heth, I need you to dismiss them. Sometimes it doesn't work right away, so I'll do it twice. Before you go to bed, could you go trade with these guys? Go trade with Jojo, and we'll do the same thing. We'll kick them out before they cause a ruckus in our base. Hopefully these guys are a little bit more open. They're pirates, so they're willing to trade in a lot of things, although probably not super interested in like raw materials and stuff. They generally like buying people and animals and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, they would be interested in buying animals from us. They'd also be interested in buying Pathfinder. Not willing to sell Pathfinder though. I'm not willing to buy medicine at that price. Could sell them fire foam shells. I don't know they'll ever use those. I could sell them my gold too. So let's see. That would get me 109. And that would get me a lot more than they could afford. Gold can be used for crafting, but we haven't been making much that requires it, so I don't mind getting rid of a little bit and adding some more silver, which is something I do need not only for trade but for crafting as well. So I think converting some over would be very useful. And do I want to get rid of a husky? Let's see. I'd have to sell one of the adult ones. I don't know that I want to do that. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with what I've got, because they are doing the majority of my hauling. And I didn't pay attention to this. Are they giving me more? Yeah, it looks like they're actually paying more for the smoke leaf joints, because we were making a little more than 400 silver, and we're going from like... Oh no, never mind. No, we're not. Not getting paid more for that. Oh well. I think this is good. So Heth, on your way back. Yeah, I was gonna say, grab that silver. Really? You're gonna grab it in like little bits? Couldn't you just haul it all? Do I not have the... Yeah, you know I don't. Shoot. There is a mod I'm running on all my other playthroughs that lets them haul from their inventory. Actually, ignore that and go dismiss him, because I don't want them causing problems. Alright, so now that he's redone that 4 times, it looks like they're going to ignore my dismissals and just come right in anyway. So this is going to plummet in temperature. But I don't think there's anything in there that'll really hurt, other than the fact that it'll start bleeding into the hallway. But yes, there is a mod I'm running in both other playthroughs that we currently have going that allows us to, or allows them to haul in their inventories. So as much as they can fit in their inventories, as much they'll haul. Whereas this particular playthrough, we're just using vanilla hauling, and so instead what they do is they just carry a single stack in their hands because that's all they can fit in their hands, and so it makes it far less efficient. Okay, good, they're leaving. Leaving without having come inside. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. 127 there. We're up to 3 components. Where did the components that we purchased get dropped? We did purchase them, right? I hope we did. It was from the first group? Like, where did that trade happen? Ah, crap. I'm pretty sure we bought the components, but now I'm less sure. Oh boy. There's all the silver, but that was from the other group. Crap. Here's what I'll do. Is there any components lying around? Components, components, components. There they are. If I zoom out and I double click this, 38. There they are. Okay, Togrul, before you worry about silver, haul this inside, because I need those added to my inventory. A, so we don't lose them, and B, so they don't deteriorate, because these will deteriorate, the silver won't. So let's get those inside. We're going to put some of them, like what, 15? No, 9 of them toward that, so that we can get a little bit more power. Yeah, our batteries are getting a little bit low, and that could be real bad for us. Worst case scenario, we just turn a couple things off, like the really power hungry benches. In fact, like this probably doesn't need to be on. This doesn't need to be on. That doesn't need to be on. Okay, good. The other one's leaving too. Ox, do me a favor and knock these out real quick, just so our power lasts a little bit longer. And whenever those components get back inside, we should start seeing some of these get built. Actually, Ox can do that for us. Okay, good. So that will make our batteries last a little bit longer. There's other things we could turn off, but that should be sufficient. Like, we could turn these off too. They don't draw that much, so it's almost not worth it. Ox, do me a favor and immediately start working on one of those, because we don't want to fall behind on our power. Let's see, these are already off, so I was good about that. I like leaving this, well, this doesn't draw any power, so there's no reason to turn it off. Let's see, those actually aren't too bad. But yeah, none of this is terrible. I think, like, this is drawing about as much as, like, that whole, well, no, not quite, but it's drawing almost as much as, like, 3 of these things. Like, these 3 together are barely more than that is. So, really, it's not terrible. Is there anything else? Not really. All our lights got built and the floors got smooth though, so that's nice. I do want to put a different floor in here, but for now, at least they're smoothed out, so people won't be upset when they come in here, and then I need to hide that with concrete. Did we make it up here yet? No, we didn't. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need steel there. Or, sorry, concrete there. So let's just do it. I'll do these individually. There we go. Okay. That's being started. He just needs to get the components over there now. There's actually a lot of mods I need to add to this playthrough, because I also added a mod that allows multiple people to bring resources to the same project. So essentially what happens in vanilla is, if I were to say, like, hey Mordant, haul some stuff over there, it's going to say, well, in his case, construction skill too low, but it's say, like, Keel. It's going to say reserved by Ox. That mod effectively removes that, so anybody can haul stuff over there, but only one person can build. So the actual construction will still be reserved, but the bringing resources will not be. And that's pretty helpful, because it really speeds up that process. Do we not have any more? Keep making me sculptures. I need this whole thing filled up. We need at least 4 more. So I'll probably just do this then, because we have plenty of marble. That's what we're using, right? Yeah. Plenty of marble. At least I assume we do. Yeah, over 1,000. I mean, I know that's also what we're using for our walls, but it's not like we're building that many walls right now. Well, I mean, kind of. It's not as many as it seems like, though. And it's not like we're actually constructing floors, so that definitely helps with resources. We're just smoothing out what's already there. I wonder if I should put a door here. I think I will. I think I'm going to mine this out, close it off, and sort of airlock it, just in case. Because this hallway can get very cold, and that could prevent our trees from growing. So I'd rather they be in their own enclosed space with those heaters. How are we doing? Oh good, somebody else is working on this one. Fantastic. Okay, so let's see. Let's mine that for starters. I'm going to tell them to mine this as well, because I wouldn't mind having that plasteel. And then we want to build walls there, and I've been doing marble doors. I'm going to do is those are actually pretty strong compared to steel, so yeah, I'll do a marble door instead of a steel door, because the steel doors I think are only like 150 or something, maybe less than that. Let's see, steel. It's not going to tell me. Max hit points 250, so it's higher than I thought, but it's still lower than marble. Let's see, that's also marble. Did I do steel anywhere? I did steel there, yeah, 250. And that can get removed. That doesn't need to be held open. So it looks like this vein of plasteel is actually pretty large, which is absolutely fantastic, because again, we need that for pretty much everything Star Wars related. It's all very component and plasteel heavy, as are, you know, the bionics and most of the prosthetic stuff, so plasteel is invaluable for that. Obviously components are, you know, going to be required too, and we need them for lots of things, so we need to continue getting more at every opportunity, but we're doing what we can. Speaking of which, that reminds me, let's see, where are we at here? It's going to cost me about 2,000 silver to make that happen. I think we're ready to do it. That'll leave me with probably about 1,300 silver left, which isn't terrible. And we'll get a bit of plasteel back because the floors that are down there now have plasteel in them. And then obviously the steel cost is irrelevant. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll get these, or this hospital floor properly sterilized. We've got a lot of construction projects queued up right now, so that might be a little bit slow, but that's okay. Looks like they're still working on these walls here. Heth's getting the plasteel for us. None of these have been finished yet. Hopefully one of them gets finished soon. Ox, I need you doing this, man. Oh, Keel was working on that. Alright, Keel, do this one then. And I don't know who is doing this, but hopefully somebody does that one. It just needs components. If Ox is smart, he'll probably bring multiple components over. He's bringing steel. Oh, man. He needs like 6 more steel there. So he's probably going to bring steel to this one and put the rest here. I can only hope anyway. Let's see. Yeah, he's bringing a full stack. So he'll probably do this, and then dump the rest or something. He'll have to go back for components, so hopefully he brings 9 and he just fills his whole thing up. But I'd be surprised if he did. Actually, Keel might do that. Yeah, he's hauling 9 components, so he's going to take care of that. Which is actually going to be fairly efficient, because that way they'll both take care of the resource requirements, and then they can just start building whichever one is closest to them. What I'll have to do, though, is have Ox wait, because otherwise what he'll do is he'll go back for more components, and we'll lose time that way. Wait, why are you hauling steel? I thought you were going to haul components. Okay, go eat. So this is going to be less efficient. It said he was going to grab components, but he grabbed steel, so that's not going to work. He was bringing steel to this one. That's why he grabbed 55, because that would be exactly what this needs. But Ox has enough for both. So, yeah. What we'll have to do is let him eat, and then as soon as this is ready, I'll send him with the components. And hopefully that's all we need. But I'm going to draft Ox so that he doesn't come running back. I'm going to also grab Keel, wherever he is. Come stand over here, like ready to go. Let's see, 100. Where did you do with the rest of that steel? It said he had 75. What the hell? The game's lying to me. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Keel, I need you to prioritize... Nope. Crap. Undraft. Bring the components. Ox, I need you... Who left a meal out? Ox, I need you to stay out here, please. He won't be too cold or anything. He's fine in that armor. Looks like you're working on another sculpture. That's great. That's almost another component done. I don't know why we didn't finish this. Do those? I think those require components too. Also because I forbid it, right? Yeah, or I suspended it. Yeah, because they require components. But we already spent the component cost, so I guess we may as well finish it. Oh, I can turn that back on too. And who knew it was so hard to get them to build 3 solar generators? That should not have taken all day. But I will implement those mods so that they work a little bit faster. Because that is kind of frustrating. It looks like they've laid down a pretty good chunk of our floors. Oh, Angles brought them. Keel's also bringing them. Okay, Angles, are you going to build one of these? I guess he's going to build that one. What the hell did you do? Come on, dude. Finish it. God. They're like so inefficient. I have to babysit them the entire time. So he has 6. The number keeps changing. So I can't trust this. It won't let me see how many he's actually holding. But I'm assuming 6 because it says 6. So that should be 3 there, 3 there. Perfect. Okay, you're going to build that one. Ox, I need you to build this one. Oh, right. You didn't bother carrying the steel. You know what? I don't care, dude. These are going to be done. That's all I'm worried about. Someone will do this one tomorrow. Okay, that's one down. You can go rest. Oh, you idiot. Had to walk right through, like, of all the places he could have walked, he had to go right through the path of the guy crafting and cancel it. There we go. Now we just need to wire these up. So I think the easiest way is going to be... Oh, we can't build across there, though. No, the easiest way is going to be... I probably should have built these first. Because now I have to run a conduit through. Which really wouldn't have been necessary otherwise. Yeah, I should have built those first. For now, we'll just do this. But those... Like, this whole thing won't be necessary because these would have all connected. I just didn't think about that. But whatever. We have, like, an endless supply of steel, so I'm not that concerned. It's just a matter of time. Time is really the thing that gets me there. Oh, we need lights in here. I'll probably wait until this is connected, though, because I don't want to put more strain on our grid. I'll probably forget and just build them anyways, though. But let's try to give our grid a little bit of a break here until those are ready. And I suppose I'll go ahead and end the episode here and take care of the rest of that off camera because we are out of time. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Really not much. It's just building and upgrading and expanding, the usual stuff. Hopefully we see like a raid or something soon, like a proper raid, not just animals, because it's been a little while. Well, not really. We did have the Zabraks that attacked us, Pathfinder's group. But they didn't really do too much. They blew themselves up down here for the most part, and then what was left just kind of, had a little skirmish down here. So I wouldn't mind another raid. We could use some more prisoners. to put to work. We have plenty of food, so that's not a concern. We just need more bodies actively doing stuff. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.